Ready?
It's the time.
Time flies when you're fun.
That's right.
Hey, guys, good decision. What's a good thing? So, oh my God. It's so iffy. How can you put a projection together and not even include liability? It could kill you.
How do you say no if they give you the grant?
Oh, I know.
All right, it's 7 o'clock. Let's call the meeting of the City of Tonawanda Council to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Lulanich.
Here.
No Sarah.
Here.
Raudenstrau.
Here.
Mylum.
Here.
Cook.
Here. Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing.
Can we?
Yes, please. Or just tell them to.
Close the door.
All right.
Stuff all.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this hour asking for your blessing and help as we are gathered together. We pray for guidance in the matters at hand and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask that we would challenge each other to reach higher and farther to be the best that we can be. We ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. You may be seated. All right. Before the mayor gets into a state of the city, I know he has a certificate of recognition. Mayor?
Yes, I'd like to take this opportunity. When you're getting an award by your peers, to me, it's a really huge thing to do. Jason LaMonica, PE, Department of Engineering, for his countless efforts in developing and monitoring engineering and public works projects in the city of Tonawanda. Jason has been employed by the city since April of 2006. His experience has helped secure countless grants from various agencies covering many projects in the city of Tonawanda. Jason has been selected by the Western New York American Public Works Association, APWA, which is one of the biggest engineering ones around, for the following 2 awards. One was the project, the Young Street Corridor, and 2 was he won the Public Works Leader of the Year. And congratulations on being selected. Jason, thank you for your professionalism, your dedication to the city, past, future developments, and we say thank you on behalf of the city of Tonawanda. Jason, come on up. Jason, we're very proud of you to be done this by your peers, so congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you for being a great worker here in the city of Tonawanda. Signed by Jenna, Council President, and myself. Thank you. Not every day we do that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Jason. All right, I'll now turn it over to the mayor for the state of the city. Mayor?
Great, thank you, Madam President. My first year in office. Wow, 1 year's gone by already. It's been completed. Along with that, I've also presented and ultimately the Common Council approved my first budget. I do want to say that it was not easy. It was actually very difficult due to 90% of our budget are fixed lines. It was, however, a great team effort from my administrative assistant, Sharon Stewart, all the department heads that worked very diligently with a need for a bare bone budget. They did it. They did a fantastic job crunching their numbers, and I appreciated everything that our department heads did. The general fund balance in 2020 was at $3 million. 2001 was about 5.2 million, and still carries a very healthy balance. We did see an increase in taxes in 2023. my goal is to stabilize taxes. Unfortunately, how do we do that? With new businesses. That's how we do it. We've got to do it. New businesses coming in, additional businesses taking over old businesses, and working with our council president, and department heads. And as a team, we can control our future tax increases. Upon taking office in 2022, there were a few things I inherited, one of which was a 7-year contract for all employees. There were negotiations by the previous administration with each of our 4 bargaining units, all of which are sunsetting December 31st, 2023. With that, we can we're dealing with the possibility of several retirements because of the terms that were negotiated. In the coming months, I will begin negotiating, and I am very confident with the relationships that we have built over the past year, our monthly meetings, and creating open lines of communication with all the different units. We will put into place contracts that will be a win-win for union members, the city, and our residents. On December 7th, 2021, City Common Council unanimously supported and authorized then Mayor Davis to sign an agreement with GAR Associates LLC for the City of Tonawanda to do the reassessment project. Update for a term from January 1, 22 to June 2023. City is now in that early stages of that process. The action which will not only bring the homes up to market value, but will also correct the previously incorrect commercial evaluations that were done. Notices will be sent up on March 1st, 2023 to all residents. As we navigate through these next few months, our new assessor, Katie Schultz, will provide myself and the council with consistent updates. I'm gonna jump to what really end really quick, because one of the things I want to mention is that the middle stuff I have no control over, unfortunately. It's things that happen throughout the city that I wish I did have control, but I don't. Looking ahead, summary. The finances of the city of Tonawanda have been held firm with challenges at the conclusion of the fiscal 2022. What are the challenges? Well, they were due to, number one, increase of cost of salaries, 2, the annual cost of health insurance and the employees' retiree benefits, which again, part of the 90% we don't have control over. Slower than anticipated growth, addition to the property tax base. That's how we correct it. So we've got a lot of good things happening in the city. So let's take a look ahead. We've already identified one way to help and to address the tax concern or increase in taxes is to address our tax base. And how we do that, for a new business standpoint, in 2023 looks very promising in our city. Any new development or new business will help offset our sales tax burden for our residents. Karuba/Eli LLC is located 20, 30, and 40 Fillmore. $30 million project that will bring vibrancy to our waterfront. Phase 1 and phase 2 are completed. They are working on addressing zoning, variances, and also very hard to make this project a reality. We're working very hard to do that. The owners of 77 Young Street, which is the old Smoke and the Water, have expressed interest into redeveloping the property into apartments and commercial space. There is discussion for development of the former church in the corner of Broad Street and Seymour. That's the old White Steeple Church. That's called Eccles, and Eccles is interested in doing development there. 3 stories, top bar, restaurant, and bottom mixed use. So we're excited about that also. My office also received calls from developers interested in the former McDonald's. I have a meeting set with Benderson Development on the 21st of this month. And they're coming in and talking about who's potentially going to be moving into McDonald's. To me, it's very exciting. It's been idle for a while. So I'm looking forward to that. We continue to work with our broker, which is Pyramid Brokerage that came in tonight, to finalize the sale of all the remaining acreage located at Spalding Commerce Park. It's all in, basically, we've got letters of interest. We're just waiting for them to go through the attorney process, working with our attorney to solidify the needs to come up with the money and the final contracts to get the sale done. To date, we have received the letters of intent, like I said, of the 4 available properties, and the what's causing them to slow down was the skyrocketing cost of interest, which has gone up almost 3% since then, employee costs, and also material costs. The city has been in receiving of several grants over the past 12 months through advocacy of Congressman Brian Higgins. The city has received a $1.2 million grant which was federally funded through the National Highway and Freight Program. The new electronic warning system will detour and plan to effort to stop the trucks, which is about 65 right now, from hitting the CSX Railroad Bridge out Young Street. Design work over the overhead bridge is expected to start construction before the end of 2024. Again, through the advocacy of Congressman Higgins and the new HVAC system and the touchless bathrooms at the Senior Citizen Center, which helps our seniors. $15,000 grant was received from the East Hill Foundation. In fact, the chairs are already being planted along the river. If you see the colorful chairs, they're being put down there right now. It was received from the East Hill Foundation and also another $5,000 from the Great Backs family for a total of 54 multicolored Adirondacks chairs coming down to the river. The chairs would be beautiful to sit in. Just try getting up them. They're really difficult to get up, but sitting in them are going to be great. Chairs were delivered in the late fall of 2022, and they're, like I said, finishing up the assembly right now. In July, Assemblyman William Conrad announced that he had secured $125,000 from state municipal funds, the SAM facilities grant, and funds will be used to create 3 new dispatch stations, replace the outdated 911 recording equipment at the police department, and replace dozens of aging portable radio units, and purchase a new Ford Expedition to be used to transport various equipment that requires trailering. A $131,000 grant for the New York State Canal Corp to address 2 situations. First is revitalization of the existing swing bridge abutment. And also the site along Erie Canal has been susceptible to erosion. It's almost back to the bike path right now. So it's going to help address the erosion also. In fact, Jason and I were on the phone today with a Zoom meeting with the Canal Corp with that also. So that's moving along very well, a little quicker than we anticipated. So it's moving along very quick. The overlook will provide opportunities for the users to rest, learn local history, or just fish off it, or enjoy watching the sunset. Our community's dream is to have a splash pad. It's going to happen with the help of legislator Sean Ryan, John Bernese. We're not going to do any type of large splash, no pun intended, until the money comes in, but it is being worked on. We have received at this point $350,000 in committed money, which will be nice. We are in the design stage right now. The Erie County Consortium of the Community Development Block Grant Program awarded the city with $150,000 block grant for sidewalk improvements. The CHIPS money allotted for the streets paving for 2023 at $2,242,552. And it was a very good program for our paving. We got a lot of streets done. Thank you, DPW, Joey Worthley. City Tonawanda Fire Department was receiving a $100,000 grant for FEMA grant to replace the aging fire hose at fire headquarters on William Street. Finally, the city also received a $90,000 Smart Growth community grant for a zoning program on behalf of Governor Hochul. We have worked very hard and diligently ensured partners, senior HR consultants, to provide an update for employee handbook, which has not been updated since 2014. And I firmly believe that a handbook is a very important part of this city, so we can help people move along on what they're doing right and wrong working for the city. We have received a draft copy, and we are in the progress now of finalizing it. Once we get it, we're going to ship it out to our team, and then we're going to finalize it and hand it out to all the employees. Everybody signed for it. I'd like to thank all of our veteran organizations for being committed to our veteran program of the month. Each month since February of 2022, we've had a veteran of the month, which I think has been a fantastic program. It does 2 things. It thanks our veterans for their service. We welcome them home. At the same time, we get them to come into one of our council meetings to see what a council meeting is about. I think it's a pretty good idea to do that. My office has met with and will continue to work with the LDC to help address the city's central business district rezoning. I want to thank them for that and changes we made to the entire to the interest of the city of Tonawanda. Members of the LDC have also branched out and have joined the Downtown Revitalization Initiative, which is the DRI committee that has been formed, and we're accomplishing a lot because we're working forward so we can hand in an intelligent DRI for 2023, one that includes private investing that we did not have in the first one. While we're forecasting for a solid DRI for the fall of 2023, we're looking forward to it. One of my priorities when taking office was to establish a homeless outreach program. Myself, Council President Jenna Cook, have formed a Twin City Homeless Outreach Committee in collaboration with our neighbors from North Tonawanda. We call it the Twin City Outreach Program. Resident City Tonawanda Karen Carmen is chair of it. And she has many years experience dealing with this, starting all the Buffalo programs. She's very knowledgeable and she is coordinating the training. It is our goal to help identify, map where they are, meet them, give the homeless and the Twin City options, and give them opportunities. In other words, there's a lot of state and federal programs out there, Erie County programs that are available. We just want to get them off the street. I think it's a good neighboring thing to do instead of finding somebody who passed away in one of our own city town locations at one of the bus stops due to hypothermia. I continue to work not only well, but also with with the council and the council president to achieve what is in the best interest of the city. Moving forward, I want to assure that the decisions will be continually in the bipartisan, going across the aisle, and will be a win-win for the city employees, the city residents, and the city of Tonawanda. We are moving forward, and with your help, council and council president, we can do it together, and we'll also with the department head. So I am looking forward to 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Communications from the mayor have been ordered and filed. Communications from city officials and correspondents have also been ordered and filed. We are not going into executive session. At this time, we'll now take comments by the public on the resolutions. For those that are joining us virtually, there is a spot for you to raise your hand. Please do so, and the clerk will call upon you. For those that are joining us in person, please approach the microphone. Mr. Clerk, any residents wishing to address the council on the resolutions?
Madam President, at this time, I do not show anyone from the Zoom call looking to make any comments on the resolutions.
Okay, let's move forward.
Resolution number 1 by Councilmember Mylum.
Do we have a second?
Oh.
Second by Mr. Nocera.
Resolved that the common council minutes from January 17th, 2023 be accepted as filed.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Madam President,
Mr. Mylum,
I'd like to make a motion to waive the reading of resolutions 2 through 6. Please.
2 through 6. So we have a motion by Mr. Mylum to waive the reading of resolutions 2 through 6. Is there a second?
I'll second, Madam President.
Second by Mr. Rounstrau. Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
Aye. So, Mr. Clerk, that
Okay,
is
so
resolution.
resolution
through
number 2 by Councilmember Lulanich.
Do we have a second?
Aye. I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Nocera. Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 3 by the council, seconded by the council.
Comments or questions? Comment, I'd like to thank Judge Saltarelli and all those for bringing this back again for another year. Looking forward to Green Beer Sunday. So thanks to everybody. Any other comments or questions?
Should be good time.
Yes, it will. Any other comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 4 by the council, seconded by the council.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 5 by the council, seconded by the council.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Malanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 6 by the council, seconded by the council.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Malanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 7 by the council, seconded by the council. Resolved that the city of Tonawanda Common Council has reviewed the proposed intermunicipal shared service agreement between the city of Tonawanda and Niagara County for stormwater management coordinator services, approves the terms and the conditions in that agreement, approves providing stormwater management coordinator services to Niagara County for the sum contained in the agreement, and authorizes the mayor to execute the said agreement. Funding fiscal impact is $48,500 from Niagara County to the city of Tonawanda Engineering Department for services rendered.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Malanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted. At this time, we'll now take comments by the public following the resolutions. For those that are joining us virtually, there is a spot for you to raise your hand and the clerk will call upon you. For those that are joining us in person, please approach the microphone.
Feels like Mr. Owen Broad, having served on the council and in the clerk's office. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Monaco and strongly, seriously suggest mayor of the council consider setting up a contract with this guy before somebody takes him away.
Thank you, Mrs. Cypus. Any other comments or questions?
William Reese, 72 Walter, I'm the current city treasurer. I would like to invite the public to my community finance roundtable that will occur on the 4th Tuesday of each month, now until my term is up. It is to be at 7 o'clock here at City Hall. The room will depend on the size of the crowd. The City of Tonawanda Roundtable, we started in 19. We actually had quite a good following in early 2020, and then COVID. So we continued to meet virtually, but we never really got the numbers back. What we're trying to do, though, is to actually have an open discussion with community members and people from surrounding communities who have questions about how government goes about formulating budgets, specific items in our budget, how the expenses and the like are reviewed, what it's like to have a purchase system and our contractual system. So it's more of an education for people to get more comfortable and understand what issues the council has to go through each month when they approve the bills. Some of the issues that the mayor has to go through when he's formulating his procedures and steps in hiring and how he manages staff based looking at the budget. So again, that's just an open thing. This is not, my idea as a whole. The Office of the State Controller actually suggested this to North Tonawanda when they're going through their financial review in 2018. So having read that there, we just tried to pick it up and run with that to give everyone a chance to come in and ask questions they've always been curious about, but they might not feel comfortable or might not really want to go after their council members. So it's an open discussion. It does lead up to our annual budget talk that I have. Again, that's more of a fun time, and we're just trying to show people so they really can get an understanding of what's going on and how it impacts their, how the value, the new reval will actually affect and what we have to look at, things like that. So again, I invite everybody. It's the 4th Tuesday of each month. It's going to be here at City Hall at 7 p.m. It's open to all. You don't have to live here. And the more the merrier. I think the more we talk, the more questions, the better chance we all have to learn. If a question comes up that I don't know, it gives me a chance to learn and do the research, and it's always good to interact. The second thing we have is the treasurer training 101 that I put out there. I've always tried to encourage people to reach out and ask the questions about the job, to learn more about the job. Not because I don't want the job, but because I feel everyone should have a feel if they're curious or if they have a desire. I think the city was well served by a very young man back in 1984 when our previous treasurer stepped up, and I would love to see more interest from people younger than me about what the job entails. They can set their sights in the next 3 years, 5 years, 6, but start learning, finding out what you have to do, finding out what you want to go and pick up extra skill sets. And honestly, with the change in the charter, the mayor and the council will be looking for, they'll be setting up a hiring committee for both the city treasurer and the city attorney. And it would be nice if we had a good pool of interested candidates who were aware of what the job was, or have an idea of what they want the job to be. It would go that route. And I would like to help them learn if that's possible. And that way, I would always rather see the council and the mayor have a pool of qualified people to really make a decision from than feeling like they're just given one choice and they're going that route. So again, I encourage, you don't have to live here. You can always move here to take the job. You would have to be in the city of Tonawanda. But if you have young relatives, older relatives that have a desire, that have a business background or a finance background and have questions, again, I'm not setting up any special sessions, but I will let them shadow. I will bring them into the office and show them the different seasons. I will let them ask the questions so they actually have a better idea of what they're walking into. I would never suggest anyone walk into this job without really knowing, because it is serving the community. You have to have that passion, but you also have to be ready for many more things than I was even thinking I would encounter. But it's been exciting. It's a lot of fun. I think other people could enjoy it. So again, tell anyone that's interested, if you're interested, if you have relatives, friends, if they're in the area and they can make it, it's treasure@TonawandaCity.com. I'm also reachable on the city website, again, TonawandaCity.com. You can find me there. Call me on the phone. I will give you examples, kind of show you what some of the things go, daily duties. And it'd be fun to hear ideas of what people think the job could be or should be. So again, I encourage all people for the Treasurer's Training 101. And all right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reese. Any other comments? Mr. Clerk, any residents that are joining us virtually have a comment or question?
Madam President, at this time, I do not show anyone on the Zoom call looking to make any comments at this time.
Okay. Mr. Mylum.
Apparently, I talked to Mr. Worthling this afternoon or this evening. There's been quite a bit of action going on, and the DPW has been receiving quite a bit of calls concerning the landfill that runs along Hackett. I had one concerned citizen reach out. And if you've driven by, the mountain has grown quite a bit. So I'm going to try to reach out. Well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to reach out to the folks who are in charge of that and see if I can't get a meeting together to get an update on why we've gone over the 40-foot limit at the height, and what is going on over there, because there seems to be quite a bit of new action all of a sudden. So residents of the 4th Ward, especially those on Hackett, I'll be out walking the streets probably in the next couple of weeks to talk. Other than that, that's all. That's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mylum. Mr. Rounstrau.
Thank you, Madam President. I really just want to say congratulations to Jason LaMonaco. It's been a pleasure working with him since I've been on the council. He's a really competent, talented and intelligent engineer. We're lucky to have a guy like him here at City Hall. That's really all I have today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rautenstrau. Mr. Nocera?
Thank you, Madam President. We hear it all the time, especially during this month. February is known as Heart Health Month. And recent developments and news that came out today with the owner of the Buffalo Bills and the Sabres. Again, it's important, if you are not feeling well, call out for help, get some help, call EMS, tell someone. It still is a leader in avoidable deaths, as they say. You can get help in advance, for that. Summer camp registration is open. Call the rec department. Canal Fest. I received a couple items of feedback, some comments. When I was over on Main Street during the power outage from the Benevolent Association down to and including 5 Main, when the fire in the vault underneath the parking lot, they had a transformer that went bad, and it was one of the legs that fed that whole area there. Is that a couple of the residents and one of the business owners questioned me about Canal Fest. And one of them said that they hope it returns. And one of them said, we hope that it is looked at to be a 4-day event instead of a longer event this year. And that was about how they left it. But I want to thank the fire department for responding to the emergency over there at Senior Center, and how they kind of calmed everybody down about what was going on outside. And National Grid was in contact with the mayor's office constantly through that. So at least he was aware of what was going on over there and was able to respond to any questions from any of the business owners and the folks at the senior center. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Nocera. Mrs. Lalonde?
Okay, a couple of things. It's always exciting to see summer activities in our agenda. So that's yay. Okay, make sure you just ride for Roswell and the Green Beer Sunday thing. There's just a lot of cool events coming up. So keep your eyes open for that. Just want to remind people, it's not too late to sign up or to turn in your applications for some civil service exams. I think this Friday is the due date for housing project manager exams, and February 24th is the due date for building maintenance mechanic. And then you can look for an account clerk typist exam to be announced soon as well. So make sure to share that information. And and I guess at the end, I think we can go back in the other room. I just want to make sure to have it on record that I have some additional information about the residency research that I've done. I want to share that with y'all. Perfect.
Thank you, Mrs. Lalonde. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. Jason, it was my pleasure to be there, and Sharon, also my administrative assistant, to watch you get an award from your peers. So it was exciting, and I thank you for all the work. We are blessed to have you. So that is a great statement that was made. Next is due to the storm, we had a couple situations. One was it knocked out our light at Wheeler and Main Street. There's no arrow. There won't be an arrow there for a while. We're going to try to get that replaced. It's an older light, unfortunately. Parts are not available. So there will not be a replacement for the arrow until we get a new light there. So we're going to try working something into our long-term goals of possibly replacing some of the old lights a couple at a time and get the new style lights that don't have the wires hanging like that. But until that's done, that's not going to change, unfortunately. And the other thing is it caused an erosion problem down at the river. If you have a chance to go down to the river and not just see our nice chairs that are down there now, but also the fact that when the storm came in, it came in 20, 30 feet with water and ice. And when it went back out, it took some of our rocks from the shore and pulled them out 3, 4 feet from the shore and exposed the soil on the shore. And it's going to cause some serious erosion very, very fast. Next storm that comes in is going to pull soil out. Next heavy rain that comes in is going to pull more soil out. So I had a meeting with Sean Ryan last week, and he was very receptive to it. And I also communicated with Conrad also. We're looking for local, state, federal funds. We're also going to submit it to the county for the storm damage to see if we can get that also. But it's a concern to think about. If you go down there, you will see it. And the last thing is Carl mentioned Canal Fest. There is going to be a Canal Fest. It's from the 16th of July to the 26th or 23rd. I'm sorry. So it is going to happen. They're just working out the particulars. We are going to be involved to what extent. Carl, myself, and also the council president. We also are meeting pretty much every other week with the, if not North Tonawanda, also with Canal Fest committee, so we can finalize and tweak how we're going to do it, where the rides are going to go, and we're working on it. More info to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to give a shout out and send a congratulations to Cats Like Us. They recently celebrated their 10-year anniversary. Yeah, so congratulations to them. Jason, you are a true asset to the city. You are a wealth of information. I appreciate all that you do. You are one of our unsung heroes. Well-deserved recognition. Certainly kudos to you and thank you, for everything that you do. We appreciate you. The City of Tonawanda professional firefighters are hosting a hands-only CPR training on February 16th. That will be held at the Senior Citizen Center. There will be 2 sessions, one at 11 a.m. and one at 5:30. For anyone that's interested in signing up, you can call the center at 692-7029. But thank you to the fire department for hosting these sessions. With that said, the council will be meeting in the back with our city treasurer, so all are invited to join us. Thanks for coming and have a great night.
Okay, thank everyone for joining the Zoom call this evening. I will be ending the call at this time. Our next meeting is going to be on Tuesday, February 21st. Have a great night, everyone.